all of what I said is true. But this movie also really annoyed me. And I want to tell you why.
Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream and more to your seat. Find out more at Eclipse Cinema.
Well, it's time to join our man at the cinema, and that is Collie McFadden. And all I can say, he's just despicable today.
Well, nothing new there. Yes, it's that time of the year where those funny little fellas are back again, marching around in their little squeaky voices. But enough about Ross Nowla. Let me tell you about the cinema as well while we're at it, right? And yes, Despicable Me is back again. So this is Despicable Me 4, but in many ways it's number 6. And I'll tell you why. The first one was, they're all pretty fun, and it was a cute movie about this evil villain who actually isn't really a villain. He just wants to be loved, and he meets these kids and he looks after them. But let's face it, the real stars were his little sidekicks, the Minions. So we've had 4 movies with the Minions in it, and Minions have 2 movies of their own. And let's face it, everyone's here to see the Minions. We'll do the plot for what the plot's worth and play a little clip, but hopefully then we'll get back to Minions.
We are developing agents with powers far beyond mortal man. Or you might just explode.
Despicable Me 4 in cinemas now.
Now, what can you say after that?
Yeah. So for a man who's never seen a Despicable movie, you really enjoyed that clip, didn't you?
I think it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Best clip we've had.
Yeah. It is just funny. And like the Gru story and all that is funny about the supervillain. And this one, look, he has to go into hiding and they have to pretend to be normal people and not too far from plots they've done before. But it's just an excuse for all the set pieces with the mad inventions for mostly the Minions to run around and cause chaos. And even when they move house to this, they have to have a bus load of Minions who, of course, driving the bus driver wild. It's just funny. It is just funny. Now, obviously, there's a bit of a law of diminishing returns with all of these, but will it keep the kids happy? Yes. The first couple of moments in the film, they start with Cameo's version of Word Up, and then they play Unbelievable by EMF. So I'm going, bing, bing. And then they play I'm Free by the Soup Dragons, I think it is. And so I was already happy, right? The Minions, and the plot goes on, and it's, very keep the kids happy plot. And then the Minions will do something funny. And they're just funny. They are Looney Tunes. But it's further than that. It's Keystone Cops, Harold Lloyd, all that stuff. That stuff that is just funny. Slapstick is just funny. I come on here and I was trying to get everyone to go and see Kind of Kindness and all these arty films. And I do think they're brilliant too. But also, when they try and eat a whole jelly and instead Kevin falls into the jelly, I just roared laughing. I don't care how sophisticated you are. That is funny. The Minions work. It's going to be everywhere all summer because it is good. And it just keeps everyone happy. And even the grumpiest old granddad and granny will go to the cinema and chuckle away at the little yellow fans. They might have a clue what else is going on, but it doesn't matter. And I was talking to one of the wisest 7-year-olds I know, and she just turned around today. They're in the cinema to buy tickets for Sunday, and she just kind of winked at me and goes, I really like the Minions, And I was going to go, yeah, you and the rest of the world. And it is just good. It is just funny. It's, obviously Donegal playing Galway is a bigger thing, but after that, this is the biggest thing this summer. And okay, they're yellow and blue instead of yellow and green, but other than that, they're great.
Look, we're all out in our orange today.
Yeah, that's it. Yellow.
Yeah, it was more yellow.
That's my joke from earlier. But we get into trouble now. But
but what all I can say from looking at it anyway, it's like the whole setup and the amount of actors involved in this, and we're talking A-rate actors here.
Yeah, and they're also doing it. Sometimes you get the celebrity voices in, and that's just the name of the. Wouldn't make any difference because you're just doing a funny voice. But they're actually putting in a bit of effort in this, and everyone's trying, and there is a cleverness in it, and there's kind of a knowing wink sometimes when that's that Steve Coogan doing that voice, and it's quite clever, or we know the roles these people have played, but everyone's on their A game. But really, it's the animation that is number one, because the Minions just go, say speak gobbledygook and say banana a lot, and they are the stars because it's just how it looks. And even in the history of cinema was always worldwide until sound came in, and this is actually going back to that. Like, it kind of does go back to that, which is why in China, in South Africa, everywhere around the world, all the other stuff may or may not work. But I tell you, if you go to the tribe in the middle of the Amazon, and you show them the Minions, they will laugh because that is funny, and they won't know who Steve Carell is, even though like they're big celebs. But all these people want to be in because they want their kids to see this one and go, I played that guy, and they go, nah, I don't think so. But it's really great, a really good fun. Just probably Despicable Me 2 is better, but it doesn't matter because it's just top class family entertainment for a we're having a rainy old winter or summer. That there's a Freudian slip if ever there was one. And
okay, when is that opening? Is it?
It's opening tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
I saw
morning.
it this morning, and I mentioned to that 7-year-old I saw it this morning. Oh, was I in trouble that I didn't invite them? But that's my job.
Okay, we spoke a bit about Fly Me to the Moon last week, but you get to see it, yeah?
Yes, I did. And I'm going to try something new, Seamie, for this one, right? I'm doing 2 reviews of this movie. I'm doing the fair review, and then I'm doing Collie as a nerd review. So we do the fair review. This is a fairly good romantic comedy. Scarlett Johansson is very good in it, as is Channing Tatum. They're very fine-looking people. They can do the patter, the sort of wisecracking, will they, won't they sort of thing. We all know what's going to happen. The NASA background stuff is great. All the rockets and stuff behind it. It's not the most brilliant one of these romantic comedies I've ever seen, but it's fine. It's good summer fare, and especially for older people, maybe who don't have little kids to bring to Despicable Me or Inside Out. It's a bit of fun adult fare. There's the fair review. Now my review, and all of what I said is true, but this movie also really annoyed me, and I want to tell you why. Right. One of the more, conspiracy theories used to be fun until we started voting in people who actually believe in them. One of the dumbest ones is that we didn't go to the moon. Because you always go, not only would 200,000 people have to have kept quiet, Seamie, the Russians would have had to have kept quiet too. Why wouldn't they look at a telescope and go, comrade, you don't seem to have to come to the moon. Why are you pretending? So it's really dumb. And this movie leans into this completely. And I was just going,
what?
No.
Oh, no.
That bit is really annoying, and I really think, Buzz Aldrin's still with us. There's a couple of the astronauts still with us. It's really insulting to all of those people.
I wish Woody Harrelson is in it.
Yeah. Oh, the actors are great, and all the stuff is great. But don't be telling people that there was a plan not to go to the moon. It really
don't tell me that. That's Fly Me to the Moon. It's worth to see, though. It's worth a watch.
Yeah, I think people who are grounded, sane people, unlike myself, will have no problem with that. They'll go, it's only a movie, Collie. Get off your high horse. But that bit annoyed me. So I thought I had to get it out of the system.
Okay, we got Missed It Monday coming back. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. One of the better ones.
Yeah, and the movie we talked about a couple of months ago, and I said, I liked it, but I'm not sure how well it'll do. Did great stuff. It probably did better than The Fall Guy, which I raved about at the time.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, really clever sci-fi. Like all the clever sci-fi, it's not really about sci-fi. It's not really about the future. It's about right now, and it's about society and all that sort of stuff. Really, and again, they did the opposite with Despicable Me. They spent all their money on the effects, etc.
Yeah.
The actors aren't very famous actors, but they're great voice actors, and it just looks spectacular. And we've 2 more coming, and I can't wait for them.
Okay, and that is Mr. Monday for a $5.
For only a $5.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, monkey not to go.
Quick, before we go, we've 10 seconds. Twisters is the next big summer blockbuster.
Yeah, and apparently it's by all the people who brought us Top Gun Maverick
without
Tom Cruise. And apparently the embargo released a week early. Usually they keep their mouth shut until right before the movie. They released it a week early, so all the reporters could say it's great. It looks like a big, dumb, spectacular summer blockbuster. We'll be talking about that next Thursday when we're on, but you can see it from next Wednesday.
Okay, all right. That's Collie and Movies and all that's happening at Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. Till next Thursday, enjoy the movies.
Bye.